You got the biggest heart. Sometimes I feel you're just too good for me. Every day is Christmas, and every night is New Year's Eve. She didn't say you, she said you give me the sweetest taboo. Hey, this twin flame shit is the sweetest taboo, son. Like, it's divine love. Love is the second thing closest to God. And divine love is the highest form of love you can be in. Like, that shit next to God. You feel me? Like, twin flame separation, kicking this thing on and off. LLE.Ascension, what's good? Where we're living, learning, and earning every single day. Not sometimes, like every day. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way. We got to get it in. Now, the twin flame situation is the sweetest taboo. Okay, it's unlike any other experience you're gonna have with another person. It's like any other experience you're gonna have emotionally. It's like any other experience you're gonna have mentally. It's like any other experience you're gonna have spiritually. It's like any other experience that's got you doing the things that you've done. You doing shit you ain't never did before. You tolerating shit you will never tolerate. You know what I mean? You learn to expand and grow in so many ways, and that's all the twin flame situation is based off and for. Is to make you the best person you can be. Before you two is happily ever after on some Disney shit, this twin flame situation is built to make each twin the best person that they can be. Because it ain't just about y'all. Fuck y'all do for each other, what y'all got going on per se. It's for y'all to make the best each other. Best person y'all can be, you know what I mean? Separately, because each of you separately got some shit to do in the world. I got a purpose to do together, but y'all most definitely got purposes to do separately. It's paths and roads y'all gonna take separately, which is probably gonna pull you away from your twin. But that's normal. That's why separation happens. So separation is the glue that holds twin flames together. See, when separation happens, for all you so-called wannabe twin flames participants, that's where y'all usually quit. Doing separation. Ugh, this is whack. I can't do this anymore. If I can't have him, then fuck it. I don't want to do anything no more. I can't play this game. This is too much for me. Like, a lot of people don't make it through the separation phase. Separation can be 2 days, 2 months, 2 years, maybe 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, what is time to a divine? What is time to a divine? So let me get this reading together. 2 rants. First rant, man, I want to give a big ass shout out to Intuitive 717. Intuitive 717. Hey, that one share, you feel me? Got me over 1,000 views and like 600 subscribers. That's what's up. That's the most action I ain't seen in about 2 years. You feel me? Like I ain't got these numbers in a hot second, so it just feels good to, like I say, just be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And just thank you for sharing that. You know what I mean? Please share more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it really be about. Like, that's why I'll never bang my head against the wall about views and stuff like that. Because, like I say, all I can do is just put out the message. That's all I can do. I ain't one of these people that's just, like I say, on every social media platform just blasting and promoting shit. I need to be doing that, but fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? That one share got a lot of people to view a message that was definitely needed for the collective. Thank y'all. Y'all enjoyed my video and tried to watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that with every video, as you will see. So, Twintuitive 717, thank you. Big shout out. That's what I'll be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, a share. Just set me free. I'm like a genie in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I always looked at my channel like that. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on. I always felt like my channel was like a genie. You know what I mean? I got some of the bombest messages. I'm like, I'm one of the most powerful psychics out here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm only available to like a limited amount of people. And it's like Kazam. You know what I'm saying? The genie. It's just like usually the people who get in my possession are people who want to keep me for themselves. Like they'll take my verbiage, my language, because my shit is all over the spiritual community. Like a lot of terms, newly used terms, newly used theories and shit, it definitely come from your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting a lot of work in this motherfucker. I'm definitely an originator on some Little Richard. Woo! What? Shut up! Put some Little Richard shit with my shit. You know what I mean? And it's just like Pat Boone. It's like Little Richard here and Pat Boone. sing his shit. I mean, Little Richard never got mad when the white people was like singing his shit. It just got his song on radio stations and television shows and broadcasts that he couldn't even hit. You feel me? So, like I said, it's the gesture that counts. Saying all that to say this. That one share from a fellow psychic that you see is out here grinding. You know what I mean? You know they mute the real. You know what I mean? And they just turn up the bullshit. So you can share. And you want these real psychics, like I say, Gagan the guy, GAGANNAGI. Please fuck with her. She's the best of the best of the best. Please check her out. She has 6.6K or something like that. She need her numbers to shoot up. She need more subscribers. She need way more views. You know what I'm saying? Go check her out. As well as, Intuitive 717 and shit. What up with you? And like I say, No Fucks Given crew. Sherry from the No Fucks Given crew. You know what I'm saying? NFGC. Tarot. She's dope business. You know what I mean? Them two women are big influences on me as well as Hip Hop Tarot. Now we should come back. But at any rate, head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and we will begin. Head, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the decisions that you're making. That's the direction that you're going. That's your mentality. That's your views. That's your ideology, man. Like, it's your mind. Your mind is the most important thing. You know what I mean? On this planet. Because without your mind, you can't really do anything. It's like the head. Head of a snake, head of a fish, head of a human body. Like, once you cut that head off, I mean, the body can still live and shit, but it really has no sense of direction without the mind. God indwells the mind. So it's just pivotal you keep your mind on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really how God taps in and out with you. So, cups is next. That's shoulders. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. You know what I mean? Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine. And you got the wands, knees. Wands are actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not things you finna do, because that don't really mean anything. Wands are all about current motion, what you're doing in the now. Actions and behavior. Then we got pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles are temporary. And pentacles can be taken from you, stolen from you. They can be dissolved. They can be removed. They can be relocated. Let's give it this message. Twin flames of separation. New weeks, new energy. First card in this deck, we got stress. Overall energy deals with both the masculine and the feminine. So, Nine of Swords. That's losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight the wrong way. Or the right way. How do you lose hair the right way? We getting old. How you lose weight the right way? You just got sick. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, given how your body combats shit, you know what I mean? You end up getting your life back just, you know what I'm saying, at the expense of a few pounds. You really was happy to see go away anyway, but it's just like body homeostasis. You know what I'm saying? It's just like stress. The reason why you got sick and lost all this weight, I'm pretty sure it was stress related. What stress is something you put on you, like ketchup you put on your fries, or salt you put on your popcorn, or hot sauce you put on your catfish, or something like that. Like, you don't have to put stress on you. If stress is on you, it's something you put on yourself. Can't nobody stress you. You stress yourself. It's the fact that you value the person's opinion who kind of shitted on you, verbally shitted on you, and you feel some type of way, thus stressing yourself off of what the fuck they said. If the person who was talking had no value to you, was nobody in your life, you really didn't give a fuck what their opinion was, you know what I mean? Like, you really wouldn't give a squirrel fart about the words that they got to say anyway. If it was anybody else, it wouldn't affect you at all. So you need to learn how the people who you do look up to, who you respect, who you admire, who do be on your ass because they love you. You know what I mean? A real friend gonna tell you about yourself. A real friend gonna keep it 100. A real mate is gonna tell you about yourself. A real mate gonna keep it 100. This world ain't nothing about this life, Burger King. You can have it your way as far as you being a thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things. Yeah, you are the creator of your own life. You do manifest life the way you see it and shit like that. But like I said, life is not BK. You're not gonna have it the way you want it. Too many agendas out here. There's too much shit going on in this globe. Okay, for you to be living in a fantasy world thinking shit is going to just align in your way. You could be in a system that can make sure that happens for you. System, keyword. You can have systems in place to where you can have that attitude and behavior and, have a life like that, but we just speaking generally. Stress, don't stress anything. Stress is just having too many thoughts. Think of all these swords as a thought. It's too many thoughts. Get rid of these thoughts. How you get rid of these thoughts? It's usually wands, actions, meditation, praying, walking, exercising, cooking, listening to music, reading, ing. Those are wands. Everything I just said are wands. You know what I mean? Because if you're doing things, wands, then you ain't in your head too much. If you're just sitting not doing anything, no wands, of course you're going to be in your head all day, every day. Do some wands. It'll eliminate at least some of these swords. Clarifying that is the Knight of Pentacles. Once again, this deals with both the masculine and feminine. Knight of Pentacles is the grooming card. Now, aces to tens are karmic cycles. Knights, queens, kings, and things are divine realms. How do divines move? In an infinity. We do things in the fourth, fifth dimension, Zion. We do things in the matrix, the third dimension, temporary space and time. All pentacles expire. It's a lot of work doing the right thing. Working for ourselves so we can make ends meet, maintain, and also doing things for the kingdom of God. You know what I'm saying? God needs things to be done. I mean, that's what divines do. God's business. You know what I mean? Like, it's a badge of honor being a divine. And just saying all that to say this. Grooming is a big part of how you deal with stress. Nine of Swords is stress. Knight of Pentacles is grooming. Masculine and feminine, this message is for both of you. You got three types of grooming. Good grooming is a give and take situation. You give love, you receive love. You give money, you receive money. You help, you receive help. Ugly grooming is a one-way street. You give love, ain't nothing coming back. You give money, ain't nothing coming back. You give time, energy, resources, ain't none of that shit coming back to you. Whoever is just taking and not giving, okay, they have ugly grooming habits. You have good grooming habits. But the way you're grooming this person is ugly. Thus, it's making your grooming ugly. Like, you know what I mean? It's the pinnacle, accountability part of it. Right? Why a person just gives and takes and don't give back has to do a lot with their grooming, how they came up, the way they operate as a person. Why you as a person just settle and take for anything you can get from a person, that's just how you were groomed, how you coming up on shit, you know? Bad grooming is just manipulation. It's a person who got you in a position they need you in for them to benefit off you, which you don't benefit anything from. It's like being someone's bitch, someone's slave, someone's bed bunk, someone's beta boy. You know what I mean? Someone's grown child. It's like you autistic adult male and you look fairly nice, and this lady who's hot, smoking hot to you, she friends you, y'all get in a relationship, she ends up marrying you. You know what I mean? She's marrying you for benefits, a lot of shit she's getting off you. She's not including you in anything she's doing. You know what I mean? You're just her little slave. You know what I mean? You're just around for the money. It's like the equivalent of, a crackhead with a crack baby. You know what I mean? Basically getting government funding from having the baby, but yet have another person taking care of the baby because she's on crack. You know what I mean? But she's getting all the money, the benefits from having the baby, even though she don't have the baby at all. You know what I mean? That's called having your cake and eating it too. That's just bad grooming. You know what I mean? To benefit off something that you're not even taking care of, or to get financed, or, you know what I'm saying, put on from something you're not even putting any work into. That goes into bad grooming. That goes into manipulation. Levels to everything. That's just nasty terms. So, stress. Learn how to de-stress yourself. Learn how to remove thoughts from your head. And it usually takes action. I told you, if you want to change anything in your life, modify your actions and behavior. That was our last message. Carrying on to this reading. Bottom line energy, which is more important than anything. We got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is the sauce. Okay? The sauce is your steez, your essence. It's what makes you you. We're all saucy. So we're all the same. We're all different, but we're all the same. It's the sauce. What makes us all saucy is we're all super people. We're walkie-talkie universes. We're walkie-talkie power plants, us human beings. We have a lot of power that the average creature on this third dimensional realm don't have. A lot of authority and dominion that a lot of other creatures, you know what I'm saying, in this third dimension don't have. Okay? We are all loved by God. We all have a fair shake and shot at life. Some might be born rich, some might be born poor. Some might be born normal, some might be born abnormal, but we still get the same shot. We still get the same love from God. We still got the same divine accountability. We are all the same. Different, but we're all the same. The next step after this Six of Cups, which is the Pimp Cup Chronicles, is how you differentiate yourself from everybody else. We're all the same, but you have to differentiate yourself from everybody else. That's the difference from being like everybody else and just being different. Sauce, your steez, your essence. It's what makes you you. This is what rubs off on other people from you. People steal your, like I say, sauce. People steal your slang. People steal the way you dress yourself, the way your greetings and your sayings and shit. It's like a person stealing your shit from you. That's because you saucy. You saucy enough for people to steal the drip. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good thing. When people have their own sauce, when people got their own style, okay? When originality is present. You know, bottom line, originality is what's going to set a lot of people apart from everybody else on the same old. Clarifying the Six of Cups, the sauce card, we got the Eight of Pentacles. That's a life. What's a life? That's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed you sleeping on. That's your children. That's your mate. That's your twin flame even. That could be your twin flame demo in your life, your twin flame in your life, God in your life, your path in your life, your purposes in your life. It could be the four walls you call your home or your shelter, you know what I'm saying? Your pets, you know, your accessories, your trinkets, your jewels and shit. You know, it's your life. The average person doesn't have a life, you know, because the average person is just saucy and that's it. I told you, we all the same, but you got to be more than saucy. This is all that. You got to be all that in a bag of chips. This bag of chipsness creates individual lives for people in the world. Majority of the world don't have their own life. Majority of the world can't even identify the sauce in themselves. You know, majority. But you're divine, right? So, like I said, you're part of the faithful few. Your sauce is a big part of your life, masculine. And who do I facilitate the sauce with? The divine feminine. The divine feminines are the sauce makers. Masculine, you're the sauce takers. Divine feminine is the bartender. Masculine, you're the bar patron. Without the bar patron, you wouldn't have a need for fucking bartenders. But without a bartender, there would be no purpose for bar patrons. Divine feminine, you're Michael Jackson. Divine masculine, it's Tito. Michael Jackson is Michael motherfucking Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, they came up from the same group, Jackson 5. Tito played a very integral part in the Jackson 5. Wouldn't be no Jackson 5 without Tito. Wouldn't be no Jackson 5 without Michael Jackson either. You know what I mean? But like I said, why feminine? You're like the drug dealer. Masculine is the drug addict. Without dealers, who's going to supply the addicts? But without addicts, how the fuck the dealer going to get some money? It's a correlation with things. Everything relates to each other. Feminine, you just happen to be more saucy. You know, sauce is a cup. Feelings and emotions. You're just more emotional. You know, you live life with more feeling, more passion. You know, more passion. Just different. And that affects your masculine. It's like you eating barbecue chicken and somebody run up for a hug and you accidentally get barbecue sauce on their clothes, but you wasn't even expecting the hug. They hit you out of nowhere, you hit them out of nowhere. And it's like, oh, my apologies. It's a little saucy there, you know. And like I say, sauce gets dripped on people. So by the feminine being a sauce maker, like I say, You saucy. People gonna jock your steeds. People gonna do what you do. People gonna take your ideas. People gonna steal your steeds. I mean, you a saucy individual. I told you, the majority of the world ain't got sauce like this. Ain't original like this. Ain't coming with substance the way you coming with substance. Don't trip over people ganking your shit or stealing your ideas and shit. Compliment. Like, damn, okay, well, at least I'm saucy enough for y'all to fuck with. I guess there ain't no other sauce out here for y'all to take. I must be, you know what I'm saying, the sauciest motherfucker in the land when y'all coming at me and shit like that. Like, sauce. Sauce makes shit happen. And like I say, to have the ability to just create fire sauce, fire content, fire products, fire, you know what I mean, services, like, it's very beneficial. It can help you. You can capitalize. You can enterprise off that shit, right? The way it relates to your divine masculine is just your masculine is addicted to your sauce in particular, divine feminine. Your masculine can't go too long or can't go too far without getting a refill of the sauce. The sauce keeps your masculine around. The sauce is what brings your masculine to you. You know what I mean? The sauce is what creates union, reunion, and recognition. The reason why your twin even met you, why they even recognized you, it was your sauce. It's more just your physical presence. It was your energy, son. Like your passion, your emotions, the way you just operate out here. You know what I mean? You felt on a whole nother level. Masculine need to be around that. It's your big heart. The way you love your twin, the way you admire your masculine, the way you talk to him, the way you build him up. He could be a she could be a he. You know, I be walking around here. I'm just saying, like, it's your inside personality and stilo. You know what I mean? That just captivates your masculine. Keeps him around. It's like a crackhead that keep hanging around the crack house. He ain't got no money, but you figure if he hang around the crack house long enough, he can come up on a little something. A little something being the sauce, a little taste of the sauce. You know what I mean? It's like liquor to an alcoholic. You need to lay off sauce a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You need to mind your motherfucking business. You feel me? Like, you have an effect on your divine masculine. Masculine, he's the sauce taker. Masculine, why do you take your feminine sauce so much? Why are you just a sauce taker? It's because, like I said, you addicted to sauce. It's like you don't want to be with your divine feminine, but you want to be with your feminine for as long as you can. Like the swag you got with dealing with your feminine is like your feminine got magic sauce that she ain't even paying attention to. She just makes that because she just does that on her part-time shit. She don't even see like the worth of the sauce like you do. And it's like you just come to your like you love your divine feminine, you fuck with your divine feminine a long way. But usually when you come around and see your feminine, it's to steal that sauce. She's got so much sauce she doesn't even notice the sauce that you take. Now what you steal is, like I say, her style, her energy, her essence. You know what I'm saying? It could be her verbiage, like my masculine. My divine masculine, like I say, he's a 30-year-old version of myself. He's just me 30 years older. You understand what I'm saying? So this nigga is still like my sayings. He'll shit on me for my wild ass ideology being a Christian psychic and shit, but yet take the shit that I'm saying and bring it to like a discussion he having with some spiritual people. He'll throw some of my shit out there and wow they minds. Like I wow minds on here, he'll steal that and wow they fucking mind for the conversation and be looking like big man on campus from his ideology, which is really my shit. And nigga stole my sauce. Clothes. Me and my twin, we both big feet ass motherfucker. I'm size 13, he's size 14. It's like we used to share shoes. Or my twin go through my. So I have some pair of 14 shoes because I got flat feet. My shit wide. So I get 14 just because compliment for like my flat footedness. Masculine be in my shit. He'll see something he like. He'll take that shit. I'm rocking these. Keep it easy. You know what I mean? A shirt, tie, just something small. He'll see my outfit and what I'm rocking and shit and be like, all right. And then next week I see him rocking the outfit kind of how I rocked it. He's 30 years older than me. So like I say, I be swaggerlicious when I be stepping out. You know what I mean? I'm a Leo anyway, nigga. So I gotta look good. You know what I mean? I'm very subconscious of how I look and shit. You know what I mean? And my twin is like, he'll see some shit. Like when I first met my twin just dressed like like what he was. This nigga was an old man when I met him. You know what I'm saying? He was like 54. I was 24 going on 25. He was 54 going on 55. So, you know what I mean? When I first met him, he looked like somebody's granddaddy. You know what I mean? Like somebody's granddaddy. You know, cargo shorts, fishing hat, bucket hat, fucking some weird ass Hawaiian shirt or some goofy ass 1980s type shit going on. You know what I mean? With like thong sandals. Yeah, I mean, when I first see the boy out, like this old ass nigga, but it was like he was cool. I sensed the young energy in him. He's young at heart. In his head, he's still young. In my head, I'm still 17, 18 and shit. I'm 33, so it's like hanging with me, man. This nigga, he came to school one day in like the same ensemble I had like last week. You know what I'm saying? Jeans, some nice shoes and shit. You know what I mean? That coordinated with like I had like it wasn't Ralph Lauren, but it looked like a Ralph Lauren shirt. Could have been like Tommy or something like that. It was like a nice shirt, striped shirt with like almost like a bubble vest. You know what I'm saying? Instead of wearing like a coat, long sleeve shirt with bubble vest on chilly day. You know what I mean? And it's just like my twin pop out looking like me. I was looking at him looking like me and shit. And I was just like, damn, nigga, this is exactly how I would look 30 years from now and shit. But he could get away with it. Like I said, he's a nice looking guy, and it's like he ain't dressing too young. Cause I dress like an old man myself. Like I'm young, but I still have like a old school vintage type thing about my steez. So it fits my masculine perfect. Cause the nigga can dress like me and pull it off. So that's how he steals my soul. We two dudes. You know what I'm saying? So just using that as a motherfucking example. But like how a dude can steal a feminine swag, so how your masculine usually steals your soft feminine, it usually comes in the form of like I say, flip side or other ways. So for example, your sauce would be like the honey pot that Winnie the Pooh keep around. You know what I mean? You know how Winnie the Pooh love that pot of honey and shit? Like that's how much your masculine loves that honey too. And usually that ends up being like your box. You know what I'm saying? Like the honey. Like if y'all having sex, if y'all got a physical romantic situation. Me and my twin flame situation is non-physical, non-sexual. I mean it's physical, but not like sexual. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's just different. It's built different. Given how it's built, we still go through the same shit as everybody else, just in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So for those that's like physically attached to each other, sexually attached to each other, it's like your masculine's addicted to you. You, like you personally. And that's why the motherfucker keep coming around. That's why the motherfucker can't get away. That's why the motherfucker feels so trapped and bound to you. That's why he think you did some type of curse or some magic potion, you know, on him. And it's just like he feels bound to you, and not in a devilish way, because it ain't bad. He loves being bound to you. It ain't like it's a bound that he's trying to escape from. The sauce. You know what I mean? It's like any other drug or any other thing you addicted to. It's like when it's in your system and around, it's cool. When you ain't got none or know where you can get more, you get act all frantic-y and crazy. It's like a person, a crackhead running out of crack. Motherfuckers are real irate and eggy and shit. It's like a motherfucker that ran out of weed or cigarettes. They cranky. Like, motherfucker get to turn into a whole nother person when they don't have that sauce. So, saying all that shit I've been saying to say this. Without your sauce, feminine, masculine be lost. His life is out of whack when you're not in it, when you're not around, when you're not affecting it, when you're not influencing his life and shit like that. Shit he doesn't tell you. Shit he's not running to share. You understand what I'm saying? Just shit you're gonna have to pick up on. Now on the flip side, feminine, okay? If you ain't creating sauce, all right? Not only is it tragic for the masculine, but it's like tragic for the world. It's tragic for other people who need your sauce. Like it ain't just your masculine who needs your love and your personality and your humor and shit like that. Like the collective needs it, the public needs it, the world needs the same shit you be giving your masculine. You feel me? Like It ain't just your masculine who addicted to your sauce. You got karmics addicted to your sauce. You hear me? False twin flames addicted to your sauce. You got friends and family addicted to your sauce. A lot of people depend on you. A lot of people are like dependent on you, whether you realize it or not. That's just the influence of your sauce. Coming to the situation, feminine. You got the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Re card. R-E-R-E. Rearrange some shit, remove some shit, relocate some damn where, reevaluate something, reconnect something, recognize something, realize something, renege on something, re-up on some shit, rehash on some shit, go to rehab or some shit. Okay? Recoup, reverse. You know what I mean? Relax. It's about 7 REs you're going to have to do to what? Get back on track. That's the 8 of Pentacles. That's the life. Okay, 70% Riri is a C. It's passing, but it ain't good. 8 of Pentacles, what's that? That's a B. That's a good standing. That's a life. What the average person don't have. Usually when you in this energy, feminine, it's just you rereading, you recapping, reevaluating, putting some rework on shit, rerouting a few things, removing yourself or relocating from a situation, you know what I'm saying? Just so you can get shit back in order. Pentacles. You switching pentacles around in your life. These are the people in your life, the places you be going to that's in your life, and some environments you expose yourself to in your life. And these are things. It could be the books you read, the movies you watching, the games you got in your possession. It could be something as simple as a thing. That's what I can kind of describe that as like things. Be mindful of what you pick up. Be mindful of like what you pick up. Some things are omens. Some things are generational curses manifested in a pinnacle form. Like it's like the example, hypothetically speaking, you walking home, you just decide to take a walk to relieve some stress. It's a garage sale going on, and you walk past like you don't know what it is. It just looks like a piece of art to you. It's probably like a wooden statue of like a horse or some shit like that. Like, ooh, that'll look good in my living room or something. Like you're drawn to it. And it's like you bring it home, and ever since you brought this thing home, it's like a lot of shit been going on. Luck been bad, face breaking out, your kid break their arm in the house, all the power of the house break out, and it's just like, yo, what the fuck going on here, son? Shit was all cool till I bought this shit. Matter of fact, you take that shit, you burn it, you destroy it, you throw it all the way to somebody else's yard and shit. And it's like, soon you remove, remove, relocate, whatever. Soon you redo, bringing that shit into your cipher, everything else changed. Like, it could be something as simple as an actual thing. It could represent anything. Like I say, a place you go to. Like you've been going to, you usually don't drink, but things been so stressful, it's like after work, you made it kind of like a thing to go to this particular bar after work. And it seems like now you're a regular there, and it ain't even about the drinking anymore. Like you developed a social presence there that you feel you're going to have to tap into. Thus, I don't know, spiraling you down another series of fucking unnecessary problems that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a place you're going to. It could be the people you got around you. It could be the things you got in your life. Rearrange them so you can move on to a very good point in life, good standpoint in life. Masculine, he's coming to the situation with the 8 of Swords. This is a self-imposed prison. He had this in his last message. This has been very prevalent with the Divine Masculines, at least recently, the past couple of weeks. Self-imposed prison are walls and gates you keep up against your heart and mind to keep your heart and mind from getting broke or hurt. It's professional wall jumpers or wall climbers. It's professional tunnel diggers who can dig under these gates and walls. You know what I mean? Like, just because you built a wall or built a gate to keep your heart from hurting, to keep your mind from getting fucked with, doesn't mean, you know, your brain and your heart is impervious to attack. Like, nah, you're just creating an obstacle course for people who really need to put love in your life or really fuck with you the long way. You can't even see the people who really fuck with you because you got them going through like an American Ninja Warrior obstacle course just to get through. And given all these obstacle courses and walls and gates, whatever is in your heart that need to come out is trapped in. So in essence, you just bottlenecking everything that's eternally going on with you. Eight of Swords. Self-imposed prison. It's an invisible prison. It's a mental prison. Can't nobody see you in this prison. Can't nobody see you going through this dilemma that is the self-imposed prison. You know what I mean? You don't know your master's going through problems, feminine. It's an invisible prison he's in. It's not a prison that you can physically see if he's getting affected or if he's going through some good shit or not. Like, master, you're in self-imposed prison. It's like you're suffering in silence. You're suffering in silence. Mentally. Given the fact that you have a long-standing belief that needs to be eradicated, that's what the Eight of Swords represents. Long-standing beliefs eradicated. It's time to change. It's time to grow away from what you was taught, what you were groomed. You know what I mean? Like, old ways, parting away with old ways, old tradition that doesn't fit you anymore, that doesn't serve your life. You know, masculines are ascending to the fact where they're learning to move by the beat of their own drum and not the rhythm that they were brought into. You know, Eight of Swords is a false sense of entitlement. And in these past years, you felt entitled to feel the way you feel. You felt entitled to do the things that you've done. You felt entitled to feel a certain way or to think certain things or go in a certain direction or make certain decisions on certain behalves, you know. Entitled, you know. What you see in entitlement is just how unselfish entitlement is. Okay, it's a mental thing, feeling entitled to something that ain't yours. Feeling entitled to a long-standing belief that needs to be eradicated. Like, mentally, you're just moving to another chapter. Eight of Swords is also a false sense of security. Until you have a pinnacle, a person, place, or a thing, you're insecure until you have it. Thus, your whole focus is pinnacles. When really it's your wands, your actions and behavior. That's going to create the manifestations you want to create in life. That's going to make things happen. You ain't going off actions and behavior. And you're the king of it. You're the king of wands. King of action behavior. But you banking off pentacles exclusively. As if the pentacles got more weight or got more weight than actions. It's a self-imposed prison. You insecure. Maybe the thing you feel you don't have that's got you insecure, maybe it's something you have already. You just ain't mentally secured that aspect yet. Show actions and behavior that count, not what you have. You're still out here thinking you need something or someone. Or feel you need to be someplace in life. Just pinnacle. Focused on the pinnacle. Not taking into consideration of the actions that's going on right now, the things you've done, the things you're doing. Moving on to the feminine energy. Feminine. You, in regards to yourself, personally, you got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles represents you, because you're a walkie talkie pentacle, and your place in the world. The world is a pinnacle. You know, it's beautiful and thriving now, but eventually Earth is going to look like Mars, or Earth is going to look like Venus, or Earth is going to look like Mercury one day. The physical plane of the planet is still going to be around, but the aspect or dimension of life that was on there will expire. Fucking comet or asteroid can hit Earth now and blow this bitch up, and us on it. So, like I say, all pentacles expire. All pentacles got an expiration date. Me, you, Earth, Venus, Mars, Jimmy. It's knowing your place in the world. Knowing your place in time. Knowing your place in the present. This could be you. This could be the present. The present is a thing. It's a gift from God. That's why it's called the present. It's what you're doing with the present that you got gifted, which is the gift of life. You and your life and everything in it. Knowing your place in life. You know what I mean? Two of Pentacles can also be you and another person who's just like you. Like attracts like. So whether this person that you in love with or got feelings for or attracted to or can't get away from or got like a just complex demo with, whoever this divine person or karmic person or false person or devil or demon, whoever this is, okay, they're lined up with you. Say this all the time. Like I say, your body, your body is a temple. So if your body is a temple, it's a pinnacle. Your body. If your body is a temple, pinnacle is a temple. Then your doorway to your body is your mind. That's your doorway and windows. Alright? Anybody get in your body, anybody into your cipher, anybody gets in your life, you align them to be in that way or you invited them in. Excuse that. If anybody enters your life or your cipher, you align with them or invited them in. Your baby daddy. You might not like his motherfucking ass. You might feel like that was the worst mistake you could have ever did, was letting him do what was done. Now, what you gotta realize is y'all the same person. Or y'all was on the same thing. That's the thing. Y'all was on the same thing when y'all came together. Like attracts like, even the person you don't like no more. Say this shit one more time. Like attracts like, even the person you don't like no more. It was some common denominator that brought you two together. Because before you three of Pentacle, third Pentacle will be here. This would be you and this person doing some shit. Before y'all even did some shit, y'all had to align yourself up to do it. It's like a praying mantis or some spiders when they're mating. This is the female spider or female fucking praying mantis. This is the male spider or the male praying mantis. Usually with spiders and praying mantises as a fucking male species, you kind of dancing with death. It's life or death when it comes to bagging this right there. You need to mate because that creates life, thus fulfilling your purpose out here in life. But it's the type of person you fucking with. Like, it's a 50-50 chance that, you know, this female that you end up breeding is going to kill you. Whether because she needs food or whether she feels you have no need, you have no need to serve her or this world anymore, and she's going to take it upon herself to get rid of you. Like, whatever the cases may be for these female praying mantis and spiders to eat their mates after their mate completes their fucking job, but that's life. You know what I mean? It's just chances. In the same way tarantulas and fucking praying mantises males take risks to mate. It's a life or death situation. They don't know if it's going to be good, bad, or ugly. But you know what? They're men at the end of the day. They're males. So they just do what they got to do. So flip it back on human beings. Females, y'all looking mid dumb as hell. Like, damn, you really did all that just to hit that or just to get that? Like what kind of man are you? It's just it's men. Internal things that it's just in us to attempt to do. It's the same risk. Saying all that shit to say this. Watch who watching you. Before this friend who was now an enemy became an enemy, it was like a gray area before they became your friend. Every person has a motive. Okay? So if a person is in your face or in your space or trying to be friendly or trying to get to know you, they got a motive. Might be good, bad, or ugly. Ain't nobody just fall in your life or appear in your life. They do, but that's not the average people. Usually people who fall from the sky, like your twin flame. Usually people you just bump into that you don't even plan on meeting and shit, like your twin flame. Or people in your soul tribe. You know? Usually the people who fall from the sky or fall from heaven are usually divine. But slim pickings, slim chance that they might be, like I said, the devil, just demons, just motherfuckers you need to run 300 feet away from, you know. We all take risks because we're a pinnacle. Thus, we're an asset. You know what I mean? And by being assets, by being saucy, by being wealthy, by being known, by being whatever, You just run the risk of different type of people who try to get in your circle. You can't treat everybody with this masculine Eight of Swords mentality. Have a gate or a wall up against everybody. Screen people. Screening is very important. I'll get into that if I get into it. But it's just important for you to, like I say, just keep in mind the same risk you taking with people, that's the same risk another person taking with you. They don't know you just like you don't know them. You know what I mean? But you got to be aware. Everybody has a motive. There's a reason somebody in your face and in your space. Get to know that. You know what I mean? Screen people. Fuck it. Screen people. I screen people like if I'm fucking with you, like you know what I mean? I'm fucking with you the long way, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, I might be in your crib on some Netflix and chill shit. I don't know. You hungry or some shit, so you hop in the ride and you go out to the store to go get some food for us or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy, LL Cool J voice, like I say, I'm gonna go through your medicine cabinet. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go all up in your shit. I'm not a thief. I don't steal. You know what I mean? I ain't no shady nigga at all. It's just for my personal safety. I'm going all up through your house. Looking at your freezer, deep freezer, in your basement. I'm looking at your medicine cabinet. I'm looking everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I find something out the ordinary. You know what I mean? You could be crazy. You could have a couple bodies in your deep freezer in your basement or some shit like that. Like, I could look at your medicine cabinet and see, like, who knows, man? Like, you know, it's called screening. It ain't like you distrust people, but check people out. You do have psychopaths out here. You got serial killers out here. You got people who out here killing people wearing their skin. You got people out here. I'm pretty sure it's a fucked up thing to say, but I'll bet you it's happening in this dark ass world we call the Matrix here. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a crazy person out here chopping off dicks and like keeping them in places and shit. That's what they do. They chop off dicks and they keep them. You know what I'm saying? Or tits, or wombs, or whatever, bruh. It's a dark ass world. Sex trafficking is fucking real. Like, organ trafficking is fucking real. Organ stealing and trafficking is fucking real. Like, it's some real dark ass shit that goes off in this world. So, the people who are next to you, like, your next door neighbor could be a serial killer. Think of any serial killer that got arrested. I'm pretty sure the neighbor of these killers were like dumbfounded. It's like they found a BTK killer and shit. I'm pretty sure the neighbors of the BTK killers was like, what the fuck? Like, they met my kids. Like, fuck. Damn. Like, yeah, man. Like, niggas don't realize shit till late. Like, it's hella pedophiles out here. Like, I guarantee you, you can go to the average school. Just sit there and peep. Kids coming to and from there. You will see the weirdos in these little weird vans hovering around the school, hovering around children and shit. Like, if you peep shit close enough, closeness is closeness. If you peep shit close enough, you'll get to see a lot of shit. It's like a world within a world. Like, there's so many dimensions to this earth, but they're low dimensions. They're whack ass dimensions. Like I said, the third dimension is a whack dimension to me. It ain't fourth and fifth. It ain't infinite. It ain't absolute. It ain't perfect like the higher dimensions of being, of living. 3D, it's the third dimension. 3 is a low number. It's high as far as 3 represents evolution and change and shit like that. But it's a fucking 3. So anything within the world, like the worlds within the worlds, them shits is low levels. So of course it's gonna be darker and weirder and whacker. Just like I say, we don't just live in a world. We live in like world within worlds, man. And it's just you'd be surprised who the next person is. That's why you gotta understand people. Learn to identify people before you even do shit with them. Learn to know who a person is at this stage. So you ain't gotta do shit with them to see who they really are. For them to take off their mask like boom on your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, watch who around you. Okay? You need to be able to spot God if he was sitting right next to you, and you need to be able to spot karmic a mile away. You have the power to do that. Make sure you're doing that. Masculine, you in regards to the feminine energy, you got the 10 of Wands. This is a temporary ending. You got two types of endings. Permanent endings, which is the Ten of Swords. That's some shit that's a wrap. That's some shit ain't never coming back. That's some shit that's bye-bye. Okay, that's like a divorce. That's like getting fired from a job. That's like your car getting totaled and that bitch is not coming back no more. This is like losing a person. Person dies. Death is prevalent. Ain't nothing you can do about that. You know what I mean? Getting fired. Ain't nothing you can do about that. You can't prevent that. Ten of Wands is something you can prevent. You get rolled up. Hey, you get late one more time, you're going to get fired. You miss work one more time, you do this one more time, you're going to get fired. Okay, Ten of Wands. This is having the ability to stop whatever the fuck it is you're doing that's making you late. What are Wands? Actions and behavior. This is modifying your actions and behavior. So you don't end up in a permanent situation. Stop smoking now. So you can say whatever happens later to you. You know what I'm saying? Switch your diet now. Like, it's shit you're going to have to pump the brakes on. That's what temporary endings are. It's something that you personally end. You know this relationship ain't going nowhere. Okay, just end it now. Before you get married, before shit gets deeper, before more people get hurt. You got the power now to just, you know what? I'm going to just end this right here so we don't hurt each other in the future. You know what I mean? This is being able to stop something now to prevent something later. Or Ten of Wands is like a timeout. It's just taking a break. Temporary break. So, more smoke. A lot of masculines are ending things to begin things. Ten of Wands is an ending. Usually where there's endings, there's usually beginnings that's near. Usually when you are going into a new beginning, endings are near. This is elevation. You're going from the Ten of Wands, which is the end of a karmic cycle with your wands, to the Knight of Wands, which is the divine cycle of things. Knight of Wands is moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction. Knight of Wands is being in what I like to call being in a place to be. Knight of Wands is wherever you at in life is exactly where the fuck you need to be. It might be a place you wanted to be, and you feel grateful and you feel appreciative of it. It might be an ugly place in life. It's like, God, thank you for what you've been doing. You know, I've been maintaining. I've been able to keep things going, man. But shit looking real ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping faith, but it's like, you know, shit just a little shaky right now. But I know you gonna, you know, I know you gonna do what you say you gonna do. Like, it's the God you serve. You know what I'm saying? We serve the one true God. Where if you put actions in, you're gonna get reactions from it. You know, as long as you meet God halfway, God gonna bless you. God gives you whatever you want to get. You know what I mean? So it's like it's ugly. You put in work, you've done a lot, you've done everything that you can do. Final thing you can do is let go and let God. Have faith that God's gonna do what He say He gonna do. Like, kind of God you serve. You feel me? Like, ugly, but it ain't bad. Bad? Bad is like everything is just all fucked up. And you won't see, you trying to figure out how you can get a lesson out of this loss. That's why I say as divines, we don't take losses. We take L's, but we don't take losses, we take lessons. Best way to look at losses is to turn them into lessons. All losses are lessons. Matter of fact, it ain't even a fucking loss. It's just a lesson. Because we don't take L's like that. Not those type of L's. Everything has a lesson in it. Learn from it. It's a lesson, so next time this shit happen again, you don't make the same mistake you did before. Or you learn your lesson to where you ain't even in the situation anymore. You know, masculine, you moving forward. Like, you are moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction. It's just a place you arriving at life right now, masculine. Knight of Wands. And it's going to result in a lot of Ten of Wands. It's just a lot of brakes you finna pump on people. You was doing a few things. You're ending those. It ain't the end of the world. It's just a temporary ending. Like I said, thank God you didn't marry this chick that you're finna take a break from because you got something more divine to attend to. Thank God you didn't like sign that contract to go all the way over there and do whatever you was supposed to do and take that money and shit. You know what I mean? Like, thank God this situation happened. It's like a good situation happened in the midst of a great situation happened in the midst of a good situation. You know what I mean? You had something good going on, but now something great is happening. Thank God you ain't take that good situation because you would have missed out on this great situation. So the great situation is like the Nine of Wands that you're moving forward to, fast and furiously towards. It's a good situation, you're gonna have to end. Because like, why settle for good when you got something great going on? Yeah, you put a lot of actions into this good thing. Yeah, you gonna hurt a lot of feelings, you know, from the people who was doing you good in this good situation. But this great shit outweighs the good. Fuck what they gotta say. Yeah, they helped you. Yeah, they ain't have to help you. But guess what? You want a bigger and better situation. Never downgrade from a great situation to a good situation, given the people who are doing good for you that didn't have to, or people who helped you. Like, at the end of the day, you helping yourself though. At the end of the day, you still got your life. You can't do what they want you to do. You can't fulfill their needs, or, like I said, stop this great situation from happening just to go back and do good from the good that was done to you. Like, fuck that. Like, if they your real friends, then they will appreciate or identify a great situation. Masculine. Like I say, your real friends gonna respect the real. Your fake facade, false, manipulative friends, those the ones that get offended from good change. It's like you losing weight, you feeling great, you eat different. You know what I mean? It's like your whole lifestyle changed. And the people who had the same old lifestyle, that's used to you having the same old lifestyle, they can't really enjoy you in this new state because it really don't benefit them no more from you being in this changed state. Thus, that's the sign that you need to move the fuck away from these people. And it's just like I say, people got to do the opposite of mustard, which you've elevated. Motherfuckers can't catch up. You gotta leave them where they at, and that's all that's happening. A lot of people ain't on your level, and you leaving them where they at because they don't serve you anymore. Because if they don't serve you, then you definitely can't serve them in any kind of way. So you just making the necessary changes to eliminate people you don't need in your life anymore, things you don't need in your life anymore, or places or environments you don't need to expose yourself to. And you're getting all this from elevating and growing closer to your divine feminine. Masculine role, feminine. You in regards to the masculine, you got the Eight of Cups. That's the Pay the Bill card. Masculine had it in his last message. Feminine, you got it now. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Pay the Bill card. Masculine energy can be your divine masculine's energy or the masculines in your life, like the men in your life. You know, brothers, sons, fathers, uncles, male co-workers, male bosses. You know what I mean? Female gay friends or whatever the fuck like that. You know what I mean? Like, Patty Bell card is a two-part card. First part of the card is keeping your integrity up and keeping your divinity up at all times, just like Patty Bell. Patty Bell been out since the 70s, and she ain't never had her business out in these streets. She ain't never been misrepresented or misunderstood as far as like how she carries herself or the image that she creates for the feds, for the people. She's always a diva. She's always a queen. She's always a queen diva. She ain't never done no Phyllis Hyman shit, no Whitney Houston shit, no Rihanna shit. Like, you don't see her out here like most divas. She handles herself in a very divine way, a respectable way. Thus, a person you can depend on, a person you can trust, a person that you can put a model citizen role on or a role model on. Flip side to that, we got Enterprise. So once again, when Patty Bell was in the industry, she still didn't have to go to like lower her standards or, you know what I'm saying, let her personal she get fucked up in the midst of the business. You know what I'm saying? She never allowed the business to corrupt her. You know what I mean? She's always had a handle on the business, unlike most of these divas in the game. You know what I'm saying? So now here it is in her latter years. Shit, she's selling patty pots. She ain't got a sign in no label. When you look at Anita Baker, when you look at like Aretha Franklin, when you look at like these older divas, when you look at these older divas who was signing these labels like slaves, you see them on tour looking tired. I seen one picture of Anita Baker on tour, man. She looked tired. Like, she looked like she was on stage singing in the same outfit she probably was on a bus with, coming to the city to perform. She looked tired. You know what I mean? She really didn't look her diva self. You know, the average person in life is like I said, like an artist on a record label. They the boss, you the bitch. Then you got your hidden gems like Patti LaBelle, who, like I say, she selling patty pies. She in stores. Like, she ain't got to sign to no label, bruh. She doing verse battles. She got her own YouTube channel. Like, you can learn a lot from Patti LaBelle. Feminine, this is just a sign for you to get on your Patti LaBelle shit. You know what I mean? How it relates to the masculine energy, it'll be very progressive. You know what I mean? And very helpful for you personally speaking. You know what I mean? To start enterprising. It'll help what you got going on in your own twin flame demonstration with your masculine. Told you, masculines, they're more physical. They're more wand and pinnacle based. So they gotta see shit to believe shit with you. You know? You gotta come with something they can touch, something they can smell, something they can see for them to kind of get on your team, for them to kind of buy into your shit. It's kind of bogus because you got to do worldly karmic people like that. You figure since this is your divine and they're elevated and divine and shit that they can walk by faith and not by sight like you. Nah, you the king of cups and thoughts. You know what I mean? Being in your heart and being in your head. You the queen of that. This is your realm. You know what I mean? So you do wondrous things with your heart and mind. But the shit that you do with your heart and mind, the blessings that you give people, it's like you help people, you change people, you brought people together in love, you help people find purpose and shit. Like, you help people create millionaires. Like, you've done a lot of awesome shit from your heart and mind, you know what I mean, being what it is. That's wonderful shit. That's divine shit. But faith in great works is unseen. You know what I mean? Can't nobody see the good shit you doing in the world. We can talk about it. You can brag about it. But as far as it being seen with the naked eye to a person trying to find that type of growth physically in what you got going on, like, you can't. Masculines got to see shit to believe shit. You can do all things through Christ all fucking day. But until they see the physical changes from all this good you doing, they ain't going to catch on. They ain't going to get it. They can't relate to it. Like my divine masculine, that nigga need to see more. He's seen a lot. He need to see more though. What he trying to see is like pinnacles. This shit need to work for you. You've been doing this shit long enough, son, to where this shit should be changing your motherfucking life on a pinnacle way. This shit has changed my life in every way. You know, I'm just waiting on the pinnacle side of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, the pinnacle side of it. I see what this could be. I'm patient. I know that's coming. I'm not rushing to get to the pinnacle side of this. I'm not rushing to like get to that physical level with what I'm doing with my life right now. But I know for a fact when it does happen, it's gonna bring my masculine in on a whole nother level. Like, the only reason why my masculine was least attentive now is because I've had to force him to see the physical side of shit. So I'm gonna say this and move on. Enterprise. One thing that's kept my twin flame situation interesting throughout the years is my twin watching me go from like just having an idea for LLE.Ascension. You know what? I think I'm gonna start me an online channel about the twin flame shit. This is during a time where he didn't know, like, he couldn't even identify what a twin flame was. Like, I tried to talk to him about it, he wasn't even trying to figure it out. Like, it was just gibberish to him. And this is like 2018. I met him in 2012, so about 2018. This is January 2nd. It was like, yo, I'm gonna just go out here and do it. And I did it. I took the fuck off. Like, the first 2 years, I was getting the same numbers that I just got yesterday. I was getting that all the time. Like, when I first started and shit, I took off and there was a lot of changes going on, like financial shit, you know what I mean? And it was just like physical shit my twin started to see. He started to see that, like, I had something going on. But in his head, it's like, you know, it's bullshit. You ain't no fucking psychic. How you know what the fuck going on? People like, you just pulling this out your ass. Don't worry, you'll wake up from reality in a minute. So, I would say the past year, okay, For 9 years I've been in this twin flame demo. I would say since last year, that's when I started making my twin physically see the shit that he needs to see to at least accept it and get on board. It took 8 years for me to be able to do this shit, but I'm glad I can do it. So what I do now is like, I'll have some functions. Clients might pay me to come to a function, do readings and shit like that. So I'll bring my twin with me. Number one, so we can physically see shit. Been telling him this shit for years. You know what I mean? He'll play it off, nigga, whatever. You just talking. I hate that shit. You just talking. All that talk. Like, all right, nigga. Come holler at me, nigga. I got this function. Come with me. You know what I mean? I'll pay you. Whatever they gonna pay me, I'll give you half of whatever I'm getting. You ain't gotta do no fucking work. You ain't like you want to do no readings around here, nigga. Just come with me. I'll give you half. Like that baits him in. Oh, I'm getting paid just for showing up to a party? That's tight. Yeah, I know. But fuck it. You can share this experience with me. Before I get in any function, I tell my twin, look, nigga, behave yourself, alright? You represent me, motherfucker. Alright? You my twin. So you can't be out here acting goofy as hell. Cause that shit gonna get back facilitated to me. Nigga, you ain't gotta tell me shit. I know how to act in front of people. It's just, look, nigga, you might not take this shit serious. Okay? But they do. And watch, and I tell that shit all the time. I'm like, watch how my clients react with me. Watch how people who meet me for the first time react to me, nigga, and you'll get the answers that you're looking for and shit. So we get in the party and he see it, how they act. It's like I'm a fucking celebrity. To him, I'm nobody. Like, I'm just a nigga talking, just a nigga on the street trying to call like everybody else. Boom. He see how people treat me. Like I said, people treat me like a bishop or like a well-respected minister in the community. It's just in high light, high regard, and high respect. It's just, oh, boom, how you doing? Some people cry when they see me. Some people like, you know what I'm saying? Just look at me like a priest or something. And my twins just sitting back looking like, damn, this nigga for real. Then they see him. Is this your twin? Oh my God. Like, they get to hugging on him and, you know, they grilling him and asking him questions. And it's just like he a celebrity for the night too. So he gets that same shit that I get just from being my twin. Shit that I've been told him. I'm like, nigga, you the shit because I'm the shit, motherfucker. And it's like, I had to show him that shit. At the expense of me splitting half my money. At the expense of hearing him bitch the whole ride to this function. And him telling me what the fuck he feel on the way back. He ain't really giving me no encouraging words and shit. I just showed this nigga really like a miracle. How influence and like doing God's divine work can change people's lives. Like how me and his situation and just us being who we are is affecting a world full of people. Fuck all that. He don't acknowledge all that. It's like we come back from the function. He fold $200, $400 richer. This nigga just been around a lot of good women. Usually he around like lot lizards and barflies and skill skulls and scallywags and shit. I got him around women that's got shit going on. That's divinely advanced and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything that you looking for, nigga, I just showed you, right? And it's like, after doing all that, I still get a tongue lashing from this nigga. He still got to tell me what I ain't doing in life, what I ain't doing right. He's still coming at me the way he comes at me. Normal, like the average masculine. So, enterprise, feminine, saying all that shit to say this. Feminine, you can be rich as hell. You can have your shit together times 8, but your masculine still gonna come at you like he been coming at you. Because like I say, he's the realest motherfucker in the equation. Like you get rich and shit. He see it. You finally able to show him the things that you wanted to show him. You know, that's why I plan when I do when I get on. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to show him asking the shit that I've been. It's so much I want to show him. There's so many places I want to take this nigga. Like it's so much shit I want to do with this nigga. You know what I mean? Before like, you know, that's my old man. Before this nigga passes on, I get to a point where he really can't do shit with me no more. Like, you know what I mean? So you might think blowing up, becoming successful, having more money, having more things is gonna change your masculine. It is, but once again, he your masculine. It's like he not gonna give you that. The shit that you want from your masculine the most, he ain't gonna give you that. Cause he sees that that all you want is whatever this is, and he's gonna ID that, and he's gonna take that shit and lock that shit in a box. You're not gonna get that. It's not being an asshole. That's not him treating you like shit. That's him caring about you. He sees the lengths you will go to just to do the shit that you do for him. And in his head, he's just trying to make sure you wouldn't do this with another person. Because everybody don't deserve your love. Everybody don't deserve your face. Everybody don't deserve you. It's all your masters trying to show you. Not that you're worthless while motherfuckers don't deserve you. It's you're worth more than most shit. And you're going to have to, it's just lessons that only your divine masters can teach you. And one of them lessons is going to be that. You're going to blow up. You're going to be successful. You're going to be able to show him things. You're going to be able to make change of other people's life. And he's going to be able to see that or maybe benefit from all that. And it's like, even with all that, he's still who he's going to be with you. And you're going to have to accept that shit. Not blow up. Not get triggered. Not trip. Accept that shit. Let's wrap this up. Masculine, him in regards to himself personally, you got the 5 of Wands. It's separation or outside conflict. 4 of Wands is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. 5 of Wands would be separation. I told you, separation is the glue that holds this whole twin flame shit together. Your masculine got to learn how to go without you. Why? He's addicted to your sauce. It's like going cold turkey from a drug. He's got to wean himself off you. That's what separation be half the time. You think your masculine running away from you. He's just stepping away from you. He's just temporary ending. 10 of Wands. He's just pumping the brakes. He's got shit he's got to handle. He's got addictions he's got to overcome. He's got grooming that needs to be he's got some healing in him that needs to be healed. It's just like I say, he's got to be in the right mind, the right heart, and doing the right things to fuck with you. It's all divine timing. What you can't plan on, what you can't bank on. You feel me? Future final role, feminine, you're going to the future winning. This is wins, victories, and celebrations through actions and behavior. So feminine, if you modify your actions and behavior, you're going to start seeing the change that you want to see. You was losing, now you winning. Shit was hard, now it's easy. You was trying to break through, now you got one foot in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an energy shift. We don't lose our whole lives. We don't suffer our whole lives. Joy comes from pain. You know what I mean? Bad shit has to happen for you to appreciate the good shit in your life. If shit is just good in your life, then you're going to create bad shit. Like you in a perfect marriage. You got the perfect life. Everything is fucking perfect. But you want to take a walk on the wild side. Why? Because everything's fucking perfect. You find faults in perfect shit. Just like Lucifer did in the Kingdom of God. Kingdom of God is perfect and absolute. Lucifer had a perverted mind and find imperfection in the perfected universe. That's what the fall of man was. Lucifer, the only motherfucker in this whole area thinking the way he thinking. Sure, other people probably felt the way Lucifer felt, but that nigga had his mind and heart connected. He had his heart and mind aligned about a perverse thought that what if God isn't perfect? What if it ain't what it is? Questioning God. It's the absolute. God is the absolute. You're questioning the absolute. That's a perverse mind. Questioning the absolute. It's cool thinking about it. It's cool feeling about that shit. But he wanted it. He actually did something about that and spoke. That was the declaration of Lucifer. It was the 8 of Wands. That nigga could have shut the fuck up and just did what everybody else is doing. Nah, this nigga, like, talking is an action. That's doing something. Through this speech, through this declaration and shit, 1/3 of heaven got duped by this decree of dumb shit. Like, that was the issue. Motherfucker basically calling God imperfect. Calling an absolute and perfect universe imperfected. That doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? But yet it made sense to other people. Winning, like, we won already. We already have victory over things. You know what I mean? Like, we live in a perfect universe. God is perfect. He don't make mistakes. So even if it's bad, it's good. Because God don't make mistakes. God works in mysterious ways. You be going through the worst time of your fucking life. Hey, there's gonna be some good to come out this shit. Everything happens for a fucking reason. Now, when you start thinking like Lucifer and shit, start questioning the infinite. You know what I mean? Just start like unraveling the order of things. Like I say, you learn by doing. Doing our wants. Only time you're gonna get any victories, only time you're gonna get any celebrations out of shit is gonna come from the work you did. Or an accident, a blessing, a miracle, or some shit like that. But even if that's the case, it still came from something that you did. So, going to the future, you can lose it, you're gonna win. It's just a flip of perception. If shit been off, shit gonna get on. It was just a shift in perception. You know, through tiny modified changes in actions and behavior, victory happens. Wins happen. Final card in this message, Master going to the future with the Three of Cups. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, 1. That's Ace of Cups. Self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-identification. You gotta know who the fuck you are. You gotta love yourself before you even think about loving another person. How the fuck can you accept this other person's love if you don't even know what love is? Everything starts with self. Okay, you gotta respect yourself. You gotta admire yourself. You gotta lift yourself up. You gotta take care of yourself first. You have to be self-aware before you can deal with another heart. Then you gotta learn how to deal with another person. You can love this person all day, but if they don't love themselves, you gotta love them from a distance. You can admire and respect them all day, but if they ain't got that for themselves, you just loving a person who ain't finna love you back. At least the right way. So you gotta learn how to love unconditionally or love from afar. That's shit you learn in a relationship, in a friendship, in a family, whatever connection you got with another heart or that makes you related. Then we got the Three of Cups. Okay, you can love a person all day, but guess what? You gotta love the person you love and the people in their life. This is you, this is your wife, this is your wife's mother, your wife's brother, your wife's other children. You know what I mean? Your wife's career, your wife's Three of Wands, her path, where her purpose is taking her. You can't get in the way of her and her family. The other connections, like when you in love with a person, you basically just love this person unconditionally because at the end of the day, you ain't the only person that love the person you love. It's other people that love the person you love. You can't be no bitter ass person only wanting love from like you can't make a person choose between you and their family or you and their career or you and their children. That's some selfish shit. That's just a sign you are so insecure you can't learn how to love people and the people who love them. Or respect the people who respect the people you respect. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you can't get in the way. It's distractions, third parties. You might look at your person who you love's family as a third party, but you're the third party. They were around before you got here. You're the third party. They're not the third party. You might think the family is in the way of your relationship. Motherfucker, you in the way of your own relationship. It's all perception. It's just the Three of Cups. Ace of Cups, that's learning how to love yourself. Two of Cups, that's being in love with somebody else. Three of Cups, that's loving someone and respecting the people that's in their life too. If you're a controlling, manipulative person that just wants love for one person and trying to do things to keep it just y'all, then you can't grow from this Three of Cups situation. If you in love with the person and then this person's best friend who's the same sex as you, her best friend is a guy. He ain't seen her in years. He come back just to have dinner with her or talk with her and shit like that, and you make sure you at dinner with her, with him. That's insecure as hell. That's lame as fuck. Like trust. You know what I mean? This is where trust come in. This is where trust comes in. You know, at Three of Cups status. Masculine, you just learning how to accept that it's other people in this world who love your twin just as much as you do, who respect your twin just as much as you do, who are affected by your twin just as much as you. You know what I mean? Don't think you getting counted out. Don't think that you being neglected. Don't get in that weak ass energy. All right, your feminine fuck with you more than anybody, different from any another one. Who you are in your feminine's life will never be replaced, will never change. And that's something you're gonna have faith in. The way your twin look at you is the way you need to look at yourself. Say that shit one more time. way the twin looks at you is the way you should look at yourself. Because if you did, shit would be a lot different. That's the message that I got. Hope I could be a good use. It's your boy D Boom. Please stay tuned. Deuces.